What's going on, FCS team? Just wanted to create this video because it's a lot easier to show you in a video instead of typing out a full page email on the BlueCreations BC118 Bluetooth Low Energy module. So BlueCreations is one of the module partners of CSR that we were kind of evaluating about signing up, and this module is based on a CSR 1012, just like the RN4020. Here are the development boards that were sent to me. Let me get focus in there. So there's the BC18 module, and the really nice thing is that they have implemented mesh, fully embedded. That's controlled over by the UART or GPIO. And I have the mesh software already preloaded on. I've got two of these boards that Rafiq from BlueCreations has sent me to evaluate very quickly. What came in the box were these modules. Here's the box. Just nothing else in it. Just came with a cable and the dev kit. What's on the dev kit is the actual module, an FTDI UART to USB chip, a couple of breakout pins for the I/O, a couple of LEDs and button switches. There are two audio, looks like 3.5mm jacks here for possible audio over BLE, but I have not played with that yet. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on the mesh software that are loaded onto these boards. So the devices can be controlled over the UART. So I've got two hyper terminals launched right here, and excuse me for this poor video. I normally would just use a screen capture video, but I also need to show you the Android app that they have for the mesh. So I will issue a reset to both these boards. To restart from scratch. Once a reset is issued, we'll get this welcome screen or welcome message from each of the modules when they're ready to be communicated. The current Android app is very familiar. It is called BC Mesh for BlueCreations Mesh. And we launch it, it has that very familiar CSR Mesh Android app. So now these modules are in advertisement mode. So we will scan and connect, again just like the CSR based CSR Mesh. So it found a bridge, but we need to associate them. So these are the two modules you can see here that are in that need to be associated. Try to focus in here, so I'll associate that one, and you'll notice it'll say on the terminal window it's associating and finally associated, and now only one device is left, so we'll associate that one, and you can see there, and there's a status bar on the association request. And it's now associated. So now both of these modules are associated, just kind of like the CSR mesh demo kits. Has the same look and feel, and the really nice thing, except instead of the color wheel and demonstrating using LEDs, there is a data exchange mode. So I can send, right now the limit is 10 bytes, but I can mesh and send ASCII data to both these modules. So if I type in hello and send, it sends it to both modes, both terminals. As you can see, let me focus. Hello there and hello there. It's basically using the mesh to broadcast this hello message. Let me say hello again, and I will send, and hopefully you can see all of this. Focus, focus, come on. Stupid iPhone, alright. Actually send it multiple times. So it's sending the same message broadcasted between the two windows. Now, you could actually send data from node to node or node to the network. So I can actually send a hello message again. I will send it from this window, and I'll broadcast it to all nodes. I only have 2 of them. But if there's a command saying BCT, and let me say hola. I type send. It says hola there. Or from this window, type in BCT, which is the data command, broadcast, and then ciao. So it says ciao there. Unfortunately, there is no receive window on this app, so I did ask the question if it's possible when we're sending data from one node that it would also be received on the smartphone. So that's the current mesh at the moment. Right now, it's much like the CSR Mesh demo kit. But instead of using LEDs, we're sending messages. So data messages. So it's actually a really good demo to send data, not just blinking lights, to all nodes on here. I wish I had more than 2 to test it with, but this is the BC18 module with their mesh software. They do have a different firmware image for their other firmware called Melody Smart, which is very similar to the microchip RN4020 firmware, where they have a serial UART AT command style and a similar serial port profile service like the microchip MLDP. So the nice thing is that there is an app on the phone to actually reflash the modules to new firmware images, but I'm skeptical on doing that because I don't have the firmware image of the mesh demo. But if I really wanted to, I can reflash these modules with the regular firmware, the non-mesh one, which I will evaluate soon. So this is just kind of my small 10-minute update on the BlueCreations BC18 Bluetooth low energy module based on the CSR 1012 chip. Competitor is the RN4020, obviously with the same chip, except microchip doesn't have the meshing yet, but BlueCreation does. Anyways, just email me a couple questions if you have any. I could probably answer them, but I've only been scratching the surface with the BlueCreations BC18 module. But I just wanted to share this update with you guys and their meshing capabilities with their module. Thanks.